Stroke affects nearly 4 out of 5 Americans, either directly or through someone they know. Stroke has been misunderstood. Many people assume that because of physical or speech impediments caused by stroke, the survivor is always mentally impaired as well. In fact, some stroke survivors have relatively minor mental impairment and continue a life of the mind within their changed bodies. Stroke survivors can remain imprisoned in their bodies if they are not given the help they need to reach out and reclaim their lives. The American Stroke Foundation is dedicated to being a resource for stroke survivors and their families. Through programs designed to help survivors get their physical abilities back, to group sessions where they share stories and strategies to help each other move forward into life again. The American Stroke Foundation provides an outlet of hope and a helping hand toward recovery. The American Stroke Foundation does not duplicate traditional rehabilitation services. As long as survivors can continue to receive these services as part of their health insurance or within a structured research setting, they should pursue those options to the fullest. But when their insurance coverage or research study ends, the Stroke Foundation is a place for stroke survivors where others understand their challenges. Will and Michelle are two examples of what the American Stroke Foundation can do. Perhaps a better way to say it is they are examples of what anyone can do with the American Stroke Foundation's help and support. Michelle remembers the day of her stroke.
But then I thought maybe I was going to go ahead and faint, and so I didn't want to fall and hurt myself. My husband was now home and asleep in the bedroom, so I laid down on the hallway floor and called for him. Somehow he heard me and he came out and said, "You're talking to me out of one side of your face."
Will Allen was only 23 at the time of his stroke. His mother Shelley recalls,
He was on his way to work that morning and he just woke up and he had been having headaches and he started bouncing off the walls. He did it about 2 or 3 times, and the third time he collapsed and was unconscious, and his girlfriend called 911 and we got him to the hospital. They told us he had had an aneurysm. They couldn't operate. That he probably wouldn't know anybody. He probably would not come out of this. They'd probably be a vegetable. And I said, okay. And I just sat there and I waited until Will woke up. And the first word was, "Mama, what happened to me?"
Michelle Brown credits the American Stroke Foundation for much of her recovery. Never an athlete in her pre-stroke life, she now regularly competes in 10K walks.
They had programs here for stroke survivors that didn't have any more insurance and that sort of thing. And so I believe then we called here and just tried to find out what was available. I started doing the New Step exercise program mainly, and I think that did a lot for me. It took me from barely walking to being able to do a 10K in January of 2005, I guess that was. And actually before that I did the Stroke Foundation walk on the wild side in September of '04. That would have never happened if I hadn't come here and done the exercise program.
Will Allen has made a tremendous recovery since leaving the institution he was in after his stroke. Walking and talking are sources of pride, but so is doing the dishes.
When I start washing the dishes by myself. I've been washing the dishes by myself for about since June, and I came here in about April or May, and I've been doing this since April or May. When I first came here, when I first started physical therapy, I think I was able to walk two laps on the treadmill, and now I can do 2.5 miles in 1 hour.
Another part of the Stroke Foundation's gift to survivors is reconnecting them with a social setting.
I just get to talk to people, okay? I just get to talk to people. Like when I'm in the home, I know my mama talked to me, but that's the only person that I get to talk to.
As well as talking, stroke survivors serve as examples to each other because those still dealing with great difficulties can see others who have overcome similar conditions.
Will is at the point now he can give back, and he helps the other stroke survivors, and that makes him feel wonderful, absolutely wonderful.
Will and Michelle are both parents. The American Stroke Foundation has helped them in that role as well.
My life as I knew it was over, I was pretty sure that I didn't know if I'd ever be able to take care of my kids or do any of the things I planned.
I think Daddy think that why has this happened to my daddy? I tell him it's alright. It's alright. My life has changed and slowed down, but it's not changed a lot though. I can still play with them. I can still wrestle with them. I'll punch them a lot. I can do all that. He loves me. I love him too.
These are only two stories of two stroke survivors. They are not complete stories at that. Like all of us, Will, Michelle, and countless others continue to write the stories of their lives and of their families' lives. We at the American Stroke Foundation are proud to be a part of that strength. But really, all we do is help these incredible people find that strength within themselves.